coffee, my old friend.
Hello friends, I'm going to pretend to be a barista today, and we are not going to make whatever that dull Gano or Gano coffee today. We are going to make old style, old fashioned espresso, proper espresso today. I have a story to tell. I was lucky to live in Rome for 2 months, about 10 years ago maybe, but the coffee you get there, you get so addicted to it. So that's why ever since then, I want a good coffee. And you too also, right?
मैं ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਣੀ
No coffee, cappuccino.
Sure, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਠੋ.
Okay, so this is our coffee setup. Now don't be scared. It's actually easier to make home coffee than it seems. You just need a bit of equipment. So let's go from the beginning. Well, here we have our coffee beans actually. So you don't need to go for coffee beans. You can just go directly for ground coffee. Recently, I got interested in actually making it from the beans, and I think that's really nice. So look here. So there's these coffee beans. Oh, they look so good, right? And they smell great. So what do I have? I have a coffee grinder, and this is my latest addition. Just bought it off Amazon. It helps. It is to press the coffee down. Also, it's a coffee measure. Pretty handy. And the star of the show is of course your espresso maker, the stove-top espresso maker. We're going to use it pretty soon. Again, very easily available from stores or from Amazon. You can just order online. This is very useful. It's a stainless steel coffee mug with a special spout. So if you get into designing coffee, which I still don't know how to, you can use this really well. But what is really important is a milk frother, right? It'll go like this. But if it has a strong big head, then it froths it nicely. So a coffee frother. So once you've done the coffee, you take some milk, and I got here about a small coffee cup of milk. Whole milk is nicer. You froth it, and then you mix them in the cups. If you can add sugar if you like. This is small. You can have a macchiato. So a macchiato is simply espresso with little milk. Or you can have a cappuccino, flat white, whatever you like. Espresso with more milk, and there's so many different ways. I'm just going to do a simple kind of home coffee, macchiato and espresso. Okay, well, here we go. Then you take the top container off, and this is how it looks. Right? I'm going to measure from the beans itself directly. I think it's good enough. So about 1 coffee spoon or 1 coffee measure per cup. Put it in, put it back, and start grinding.
I hear the grinding of espresso beans. I hear the grinding of espresso. I hear the grinding of espresso beans.
Alright, so we have enough coffee, I think. Okay, part 2, the main part. So open the espresso maker. This is how it looks like. It has a filter here from where the coffee. The idea is you put water here, and then the water boils up. It goes through the coffee beans, grounded coffee beans here, right into the top. And from the top, you get the great espresso. Okay, so I already have about 3/4 of a coffee cup water here. I'm just going to put this in, put in the top. Now we put our filter. We got our coffee here. We could use the measure, or we could just put it directly in. So let's just put it in. We have an idea how much it is. So now if you have this kind of thing, it's nice. If you don't, you can just use a spoon. So let me show you. You could just use a spoon to press it down, you know, or since I have this, it's even nicer. And so we patted it down. See, now that's probably good enough. So that's stage 2, and we leave it on. We have a thermometer also. So see, in the thermometer there's actually a red band, which is where you get froth, and froth is what makes all the different flavors of coffee. And there are so many different variations. You probably heard so many of the drinks: espresso, the basic drink; macchiato, cappuccino, flat white, this and that, and this and that. But it's all the proportion of the milk and the froth. So we are just going to do whatever we can, more like a cappuccino, which is supposed to be a third of espresso, a third of steamed milk, and a third of foam. So if you don't have a thermometer at home, you can just get a rough idea when the milk sort of starts maybe bubbling a little bit on the sides. Here we go, we've hit the red zone. Frothing cup, here we go. Now, so the way to froth, just take it very close to the base and move it around there for about 15 to 20 seconds. So if your mug is about a third full, it should reach about a half full. So it's going to, and then you can move it up and down a little bit. Just try not to get too many bubbles on the top and just get a smooth silky layer. That's the idea. See here, the milk looks shiny and nice, and there's a bit of nice foam on the top. That's what we're looking for. Great, let's start making the drink. So this is for our macchiato, small one, strong. This is for our cappuccino, more milk and foam. Here we go. I don't know much about coffee art, but I'm still going to try some. So sort of go around here, make it move. For macchiato, you only need foam milk, so you can just put the milk in here. Now for attempting a cappuccino or a latte is when you have all the designs, what you want to do. You can put the milk in as it goes from high above, so it's going below the coffee. Now when you want some design and the foam, then you get closer to the mug and we pour out the foam. Here we are. That doesn't look like a great design, but who cares?